Sorry. Good evening. Welcome in. I've got 3 in.
Woo. Hello.
Need to hand the flags out, let everyone know we're on. Anyway, thanks for coming in. Welcome to Costco Modelling. I'm Carl. Thought we'd do a change and have a go on a Monday evening soon as Terry's not. I was hoping Terry would join us, but I think he's still at work or down the pub. He'd be hoovering, getting ready for the wife coming home tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
And he's pinning, just like Queen. Hey, Sarah Jane.
Hey, Sarah Jane.
Hey, Sarah Jane.
Yeah, you know, like Freddie Mercury in that Queen song.
Does anybody remember that Super Noodles advert when that bloke's lying on the sofa talking to his missus and he's like, I'm hungry? And she's like, oh, I'll go and have a look. And then she comes back and he's sat there, but he's took all his clothes off and he's sat there behind the sofa and his hair going, I've wasted away. And all his clothes are on the sofa all laid out where he was. And that'll be Terry on Tuesday when his missus comes back. I've wasted away, love. I haven't eaten anything apart from Kentucky Fried Oranges.
He's eating tangerines.
Just went off then. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Sorry, the whole screen's just went off then. Everything just went white and then vanished.
No, you're all good.
Back. I was like, oh, God.
Fine here.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. Right, so, well, I might as well just do chat a minute. Josh, says, don't worry, I thought I saw your message in your bud. I shall confirm you were in first as YouTube deleted your message. YouTube, my office, now, with an apology. And then Scott sends me hello. And then John Swifton. Evening, John. Hope you're well, mate.
Evening, John.
Good evening. And then Sarah Jane's in saying, hi all, thumbed up on both streams. And hi, Joshy. Hugs.
Hey, Sarah Jane. Mwah. Hope you're well.
I don't get hugs. I have to put my Star Wars t-shirt on.
Thinking about taking the jacket off.
Take your jacket off. I didn't put mine on. I'm freezing. Yeah. Cold. Right, I suppose we better go and have a look to see what we're all on with.
I don't know yet.
Well, we'll nip over to Joshy then. Hi, Joshy. What are you on with?
I don't know. I feel like I've been held against my own will. Nah.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Well, he is, but I can't find Will. So I don't know where the way is at the moment. I actually don't know. Carl said I'm doing a live, fancy popping in, and I was like, yeah, and I don't know what to do. I've done the Viking.
Put your thumb up. Now paint it.
I could do my nails a lovely colour.
Yeah.
I got the werewolf, but I don't really fancy working on him tonight. I don't know why, but I just don't really fancy working on him tonight.
Well, you have a think about what you want to do, and then let us know.
Yeah, I might do.
I'll just nip. Oh, it's not a lot in chat. I'll nip over to Scott and see what Scott's on with, and you have a thunk. But thank you for coming in.
Just read what Sarah Jane's, but thank you very much for the invite, dude.
Yeah, Sarah Jane says Carl gets fines. That's just the way of the world.
Yeah.
There's a person everyone shoots at. Poor guy. Yeah, fire
it
at
is
will.
Actually, fire at will.
Hi, Scott. What
poor Will. Well, I'm going to have a really good time, and I've got a couple of more wheels on the sprue that I've got to take off, so I'll do that and clean up. I just hope I clean them all up anyway. And yes, see how we go. I might be able to find something else to do on the model.
Well, I was lucky today. I managed to get outside. I got me, the King Tiger. I got it primed yesterday, and I managed to get out today and get it painted before it started raining. So that's in the other room, gassing up. Should be ready for camouflage on Wednesday then.
Well, fortunately, it hasn't rained here today, so.
It started just about 2:00 and hasn't stopped.
Although it's pretty cold outside right now, but yeah.
It's cold here. It's miserable. It's like autumn. Evening, Jeff. Jeff and Maggie are in. Hope you both. I'm waving at the camera. I'm not on screen.
I'm waving. Look.
Thank you.
yeah, so that's what I'll be doing. Yeah,
Nice.
see how far I can get.
Cool. Okay, then, mate. Are you still thinking, Joshy?
I am. I'm debating.
Okay. Well, when you're having a quiet debate,
Yeah.
nip over to me. Well, as the thumbnail says, it's all gone blurry now.
It's a very good thumbnail, might I add.
Thank you. Well, I've had a cunning plan, as Waldrick used to say. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. But I noticed on Terry's the other day, somebody was asking in chat about rusting and like chipping and salt effects and stuff. So what I'm thinking of doing is building this truck up. Originally, I wanted to build it like Joe Sousa's truck. He's got one of these, but I've changed my mind. So I'm going to do some chipping and rusting, etc. So this week, I'm just going to concentrate on getting the body together and try and get it primed during the week, ready for next Monday. And we'll just see what happens. I've got an idea. I actually saw a pickup on YouTube, and I thought I like that. I'm going to see if I can do it in a model, but you'll have to wait and see. We shall see what happens. Nipple stitches. So today, and let us know when you're ready, Joshy, and we shall jump on you.
Well, you're going to jump on me.
Sarah Jane says, "Rain? What's that? Not seen rain for a while. Been nice enough to spray outside today. Oh, it's cold and miserable." And David Mark is in. Hi, David. Hope you're both well.
Evening, David.
Evening, folks. Hey, Michelle. Michelle's asleep. Oh, sorry. No, she's not. This evening, Josh, Scott, and Jono. Michelle's celebrating tonight, I think. Managed to get rid of the car. So.
I know what I'm going to do.
A Chinese straw?
I'm going to experiment.
You're going to experiment. I've got you on big.
I never knew that until I just turned around. I was looking for it, what I was going to use for the experiment.
Oh, see, come on, Joshy. Joshy.
Yeah. I'm trying to find what it is I need. Right. I'm going to try doing more of these.
Well, you're going to play with your wire.
Play with my cables and wires. If I can find the bloody wire, I know I've got it somewhere. I saw it the other day. In fact, I do believe it is in one of my drawers. Basically, all I'm going to do is
root in your drawers and play with your wire.
Root in my drawers and play with something.
Yeah, you know, drawers mean something entirely different in the US.
Well, we're not in the US. We're in the UK.
Yeah, that's right.
In the UK, drawers mean underwear.
No, in the US, drawers mean underwear. In the UK, drawers is something that you pull out of a wood. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, same here.
Right. So, I had, after watching a few YouTube videos of people that we don't know, because I haven't seen anybody else do this on our channels, I've got this idea I'd like to try using wire to implement into things. This one, I got it right. This one is just wire painted white with colouring over it. And this one is white, but I used these on it.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's not a paint, it's like a gel.
There's a clue on the label, I noticed.
Oh, where I have my finger holding it over there, yeah? Yeah, considering this says red and it looks pink.
Pink, yeah.
It's fluorescent pink. But I've got the yellow as well. And I also did have somewhere there we go. I've got the blue and an orange. And the only ones I've done so far is the orange and yellow, just to make it try and look like a flame effect. But the one idea that I've got with wire that involves is going to involve blue and white. So I'm going to have a little play with this one tonight and see what this one looks like.
Why not? I'm experimenting, you're experimenting. It's just like a Terry stream, isn't it?
I would say, can we experiment together? But I don't know. I don't really want to say it out loud in front of all the chat. So I'll message you later on about it.
Okay. No, and by the way, no fingers will be harmed in the making of this.
Yes, I have all 9.
I've got all 11.
You lucky man, you got an extra 1.
You special.
Special, very special. Yeah, so I'm not planning on doing anything extravagant with this. It's just more of a messing around, really.
I don't need that water. I really clean my glass out that has the water in there from the paint. But it's one of those things. I never paint the glass, so I don't really need it.
Oh, is that dehydrated stuff?
Yeah.
It's not holy water.
Oh, no, if it was holy water, it'd burn me.
Holy smoke.
Holy diver. And now I've got that song in my head now.
Right. Chim Chimney.
Oh, don't you start that now. Don't you?
Hello, Marcus, if you're out there.
I ain't going down that route again today.
Holy Diver was, I think, I know it was done originally by somebody, but Killswitch Engage also redid it.
I was thinking of bloody Holy Smoke at Iron Maiden. Was it Iron Maiden?
Holy Smoke.
Hello, David.
Is that Metallica?
Holy Smoke. I don't know.
You can get a
I've got Maiden in the mind.
Oh,
Good evening, Apple.
Apple.
Jeff says he's been cheated. He's only got 8 fingers. But he does have 2 thumbs.
It was Iron Maiden, I stand corrected.
Does that mean he's thumbing it?
Yeah. Apple says, I think the Angels must have had a party last night as it's raining. Good evening, folks.
I thought I did mention to Carl that you were in the first dude and that YouTube had robbed your comment, so I will be speaking to YouTube.
It had taken your comment, I thought, but didn't know it was there.
Holy Diver, you've been down too long. I can't sing, can I? Do you love having 2 pairs of slippers but can't find either of them?
I'll keep mine on my feet, keep my toes warm.
I've got, what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4 snippers.
Oh, snippers. I thought you said slippers.
Yeah, I was just letting you run with it. I was just letting you go with it.
And
I've got
this
a blue pair and a black pair, and they both seem to not be here.
A couple of years ago, when I first started doing this, I bought a Tamiya starter pack. Had a pair of snippers like that. This is it. A small screwdriver file and something else was with it. But anyway, I find these better. than these ones. They're a $30 pair.
Oh wow.
I find them better because you can actually get closer to the sprue when you're snipping.
Yeah.
Which ones are they? Sorry, dude.
This is a Tamiya pair that came with their starter pack,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and this is the $30 pair of Tamiya,
Yeah.
which I do like using, but I prefer to use this one because you can get closer to the plastic
Sure.
when you're snipping things off.
Yeah. See, this is the one thing that I don't understand, right? You've got Warhammer, right? Let me find a Warhammer sprue with something on it. I'm sure I had one around here the other day because I was looking at the Tyranids that I've got. Actually, no, hang on a minute. I know which one I use as a good example. Ah ha ha ha. La ha 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 ha.
Oh,
La ha ha ha. Right. So this is my little gripe, my little grind my gears sort of thing that it's one of those things that makes you think like, well, logic dictates. So, prime example, you look at that just there.
yeah.
Right. I now need to find a way of cutting, well, not now, but at some stage. I need to try to find a way of cutting that really thin. I mean, literally, it's only held on by the thinnest piece of plastic on this part, right? It's not even attached to it. It's a separate piece. Now, let me zoom in a bit. There we go. Just a separate piece attached to it at the bottom. I've now got to try and use these snips to cut it. But you look at how thick those snips are and you look at the angle of them. The minute I do that, you've then created a gap.
Yeah.
So why don't they make these? And this is just me using a brain. Why don't they make these really thin and the sides so that you haven't got a 2mm piece of metal sticking out to scrape anything, but then also you can get curved ones. You can make a pair of scissors that cut material specifically that are curved, but you can't make a pair of curved snippers. That's my little gripe for the day. Because all of these are really flimsy bits of plastic, and I'm now going to try and cut them on the thinnest of areas there.
I would try cutting the sprue first.
Yeah, I'd cut the sprue. Yeah, cut the leg on the sprue.
I did try that, and then I tend to find that once you've done that, if you cut certain areas, then you have to cut a pattern, and you cut in other areas off that are connected to other things.
Yeah, like cut the sprue off here, around where you want to go, and once it's clear, you should be able to just snip it off.
Yeah.
And if you cut it just off the piece you want, you should be able to trim it down with a knife. But I must admit, I bought those Tamiya snips, and I've had them ages, and I bet they're brilliant. I got the Citadel ones from Warhammer.
Yeah,
they're thinner. Where's the camera? They're thinner, but they're just too small for my bloody hands. But Michelle struggles, so I just got her a pair the other day. I got her these God Hand ones, thinking they would be brilliant, but they're bloody tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, it just nipped me pig in them.
You're doing a Terry. Cut your fingers off.
They're tiny.
Yeah. The God of Hands are meant to be really, really top notch.
And I've just realised they're the same size as me Tamiya ones.
Yeah.
They got bigger handles, but I don't know. Michelle likes them anyway. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Thank you.
God of Hands are really meant to be really top notch, but so is the price of them.
Yeah, the cheaper ones.
They were the mid-range ones.
Oh,
I've just realised that I've got my phone hasn't showed the last messages that have popped up since Jeff's got 2 thumbs. I've refreshed it, closed the YouTube down, and come back into it, and it's not showing any messages.
Oh.
So I'm like, literally, that's as far as my chat goes, where Jeff says 2 thumbs. And if I go on to normal settings and go on to all messages, it's still there, 2 thumbs. That should refresh the whole of chat, but I can't see Athol, Sarah Jane's, or any of those ones.
All right.
So I'm going to have to reset my phone.
Yeah, Sarah Jane saying the best, Joshy, the best is not to cut real close, cut some distance away.
Yeah,
but I don't think she means stand in another room.
Yeah. Yeah. Sarah James also
says the best snippers he's had was some mini sheep shears called ultra sharp, with ultra sharp blades.
Yeah, well, King Bob, he uses toenail clippers.
I used to, but I broke them.
I've got some of them in my drawer. In fact, do you know I lost my clippers?
Yeah.
I found them.
Right.
But I've got a brand new set that I haven't used yet. Could try them.
You could do. I tried them on a snap there.
Sarah Jane says, I have some guide of hands, but I find they twist the parts when cutting.
Oh, wow.
No.
That's what I say. These Tamiya ones I use, I find them great.
The only guide of hands I use are these things. Oh, no, that's not guide of hand.
This way, huh?
Yeah, they are. These things. Sanding sponges. I find them really good to use.
Hi, Lindsay. You all right, mate?
Evening, Lindsay.
Yeah,
How are you today?
And David Markey.
Yeah, I'm David. Hi, David. Your bench, Lindsay. We can pop you a link if you are.
I'm still yet to check out Lindsay's video of yesterday when he went to Jorvik.
Sarah Jane says, only means stand in the other room when referring to Carl, and then upwind as well. My reputation precedes me. So does the smell.
No, it's the dog, isn't it, Carl?
It's the dog, yeah. No, you know me, I'll own up to it. I'll let the dog claim my glory.
Not some of them.
That's the point, Joshy. It could be because they're on Lindsay on. I've lost what I was saying. The mind's just gone.
Mine does that all the time. It's great. I just wish it had gone back.
Jeff says I can see Sarah Jane or Athol because they're on Scott's stream.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they're chatting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Jeff. Fair play. Yeah, because now I can see Lindsay's comment saying hello, everyone, and yeah, that makes logical sense. It's nice to drop your ears sometimes, Jeff. Honestly,
I didn't even think of that either.
I've reset my whole phone and everything.
Even though the chain link on StreamYard gives it away.
It does a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I never thought of it either. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I'm on it and I can't see Sarah Jane.
Lindsay says, "We're having my dinner soon." Ooh, I'm hungry. He says, but if you're still about, I'll jump in. Nice one. So let us know. And David says, well, wonderful.
Thanks, Lindsay. I've already had my dinner, but yeah.
Oh, you haven't?
About to have me breakfast. Well, I'm going to go to Bernie later on today and hopefully get some more paint.
Right.
What you see? What you
More
getting?
of that.
Oh, XF17.
That's the paint I ran out for the
Yeah.
Corsair.
Excuse me, Fred, was he in your way?
Yeah, Preston makes it. He wants his dinner.
Oh, here we go. I'll just mute a sec.
I hear food. I want food.
What you got? What you got?
Where you go? Where you go?
So, have you got anything over there, Scott, that's called rainbow drops?
Raindrops.
Yeah,
No,
it's like, imagine. I had to describe it now.
Good luck.
Yeah. It's like a piece of puffed up rice, like a crispy piece of puffed up rice. You know, have you got Rice Krispies over there?
Oh, I've got rice bubbles.
Yeah, so imagine something similar to that, but coated in sugar, and they're all different colours and stuff like that. I can't remember what it is, like made out of rice, but they're really addictive. Like, they're beautiful.
We have something called Fruit Loops.
Yeah,
It's not a breakfast cereal. It's
not a breakfast cereal, it's like a kid's sweet. But I recently found out my sister's dog and my sister's rabbit actually really enjoy these.
Trouble is, though, particularly with dogs, you've got to be careful what you do give them.
I've come to the conclusion that yes, I do have to be careful, obviously with all animals. But yeah, my sister's dog, she will eat anything.
For example, chocolate.
Yeah, that's a taboo subject with chocolate. If you give them a whole bar and it's a small dog, it possibly might kill them because it'll block them. But
Yes,
I have actually known dogs eat an entire box of Easter eggs, and I'm talking a box of Easter eggs, and still be fine.
Yeah.
Like,
it can be rather toxic to them.
Yeah, my mate's dad used to give his dog. He had a Labrador, black Labrador, and he used to give him like literally just a smidgen piece of Mars bar, but he used to shove his tablet inside of it, and the dog just used to eat it.
Now, when you say tablet, you mean like a pill or a Kindle?
I think it was an iPad, I think.
Oh, sorry, I had to do that. JC's not here.
What is root mash?
Root mash is basically swede, carrot, and mashed potato.
Okay.
And that I thought sounds absolutely beautiful. Oh, steak was gristle.
I don't even know what we call it here. We just, but I know what it is.
Yeah, root mash is really nice, especially with a bit of mint sauce.
Yeah, well, I must admit, a couple of years ago at Christmas, it sort of tells you something. We got, you get the big boxes of family Maltesers.
Yeah.
Well, we got a box of them at Christmas, and they were open in the kitchen on the table. And we come down the next morning, and Michelle's like, "Who's been into the bloody Maltesers? Maltesers are gone. It's like over half a box just gone." And we found out what it was. It was the cat.
Really?
The cat was getting into the Malteser box and flicking the Maltesers out and then feeding the dogs Maltesers.
Girl.
She was trying to kill the dogs. Like she was firing them across the kitchen. The dogs were going mental.
And I've known
if you caught that on video and posted that would have been
proof that cats are out to get dogs.
yeah.
No, have you, Carl? Have you seen the really huge, massive bars of dairy milk that you can get?
Yes,
the biggest. My mate used to own a ginger staffy. Like this thing was the softest thing ever. Like, my God, he had an appetite. We went out the one day, and my mate had left some stuff in the house in his flat, and we got back, and he said he felt well. I said we got back. I didn't go back. I went off afterwards, but he said he got back and he just seen this dog lying down, legs wide open on his back in the air. The room stunk, and there was just a big bar of chocolate on the floor. And when he got in, the dog just looked at him as if to say, "I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but yeah." Dog was fine. Dog was absolutely fine. He just stunk the house out for the next 3 days.
Joshy,
Yes.
look who's in chat.
Baby sheets.
DP, what? I ain't playing around, mate. One false move, I'll take you down.
How you going, baby cake?
I sung that in Amanda's earlier on. And then as soon as I said it, I just put DP, whoop, whoop, and she's like, I'm singing that now. We all in together now, birds of a feather now. I can't sing on YouTube. It's not fair.
No, you can sing.
I can sing, but Carl will get shut down, and he will lose everybody in his chat.
That's only if you resemble the actual song.
Yeah.
Yes, Scott.
Or anything human.
So if I was to learn I'm not. No, I nearly said that word. Then I'm not going to use that word actually because I get fined by Sarah Jane. If I was to use a certain language off a certain sci-fi program, that the guys who speak that language or that like they've got heads that have been dented by frisbees. Yeah, if I learn that language, I can sing in that.
God, my hands are cold. Hi, Baby Kate saying hello again, Ethel.
Hello.
Baby Kate said, David, and good day. And then Sarah Jane says, we had a Scotty dog once on Halls in Devon. He somehow got hold of a rum butter pot. So funny seeing a drunk Scotty. You know when you have barbecues and you get like family and friends around, they all sit in the garden, they've all got beer, and they end up putting the glasses under the chairs, don't they?
Yeah.
One of my dogs got paralytic. We were that panicked, we had to take him to the vets because we were like, why is the dog falling over? Because his back legs wouldn't work, and we didn't realise what had happened. And he was going under the chairs, nicking booze.
Clever boy.
No, he wasn't. We took him to the vets because we were panicking, thinking he was going to keel over.
When I was on King Island, my brother got given a pet pig. Baby piglet. That's when it started. And used to feed him on beer. Absolutely loved it. As soon as you put in the trough, he was into it. And then he slept out pretty much half the day because it was drunk.
That's why they eat a lot of apples, isn't it? They get smacked on fermented apples.
Well, you feed mash to pigs from breweries.
Right. Note to self: when putting super glue on stuff, make sure that you don't hold the part down that you've super glued with the super glue and your thumb.
Note to Joshy: by Debonder. Where's Debonder by D Superglue?
I have to say, that chap makes it look so easy when he bends all these little pieces of metal on his videos.
Oh, is that Ministries? I can't say it.
El Miniaturista.
Him. Yeah, him and all.
Oh, that's the one. Because the women of the painting, they can see their reflection. Oh, I've got that song in my head now. DP, whoop, whoop, playing around. Remember going to Devon many and many years ago, my mates, for one of the lads' week's holidays. And he was speaking to some lads that he knows that go there. And he was like, yeah, the one year we went, we were all outside, and you know when seagulls go on top of your caravan in the morning?
Oh, with hobnail boots on.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know how to prevent that?
Go on.
Just soak a bit of vodka on the bread and throw that up there. They ain't going on the roof then. He was telling me about it when he was like, when I went down like a couple of years before that, they soaked a bit of vodka on bread and they threw it on the roof. And he said, yeah, it's quite hilarious watching seagulls trying to fly off smashed.
Who is it? Is it monkeys that do it? They eat.
Yeah, they eat a fungus or a mush. They eat a fungus, or they lick toad. If I remember rightly.
Apples.
No, yeah, fermented oranges and stuff, fruit.
Yeah.
They eat that just to get drunk.
Yeah.
Well, they said we're related to them, weren't they?
Yeah.
Some people still are, I think. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Oh, I better catch up with chat. Lindsay says, yummy baby cakes. Baby cakes saying, love, doctor. Oh. Ethel says, when Hamish lived here, Celia enjoyed a glass of wine. He'd nick some and go to sleep.
Oh. Yeah, that's the point, Ethel. I'm sorry to bring up a sore subject, dude, but do you still know of how Hamish is doing? I hope he's doing all well.
Sarah Jane said, my mum used to do a rum toft every Grimbo. Drinking that liquid was lethal, but so delicious. Rum toft, what's that? I don't know that. Well, doesn't ring
That does
bells.
sound quite nice. Just the word rum.
Well, yeah, rum's nice, isn't it?
I'm not a fan of rum, but I will eat, the little rum and raisin chocolate balls.
Yeah, I love rum truffles. Absolutely love
that's the one. Rum truffle.
Baby Cake says, what part did you glue? And don't use your bathroom after using super glue.
Well, I glued a little piece of skin to the wood.
Was it morning?
No, it was about 5 minutes ago. Lovely weather, Scott. I forget it's an early day. You can't. No, it's not 9 o'clock yet. Yeah, what time are you running till, Carl? 10. Excellent.
No, I want me dinner. I didn't think this through properly, did I?
Oh dear. I'm going to read Athol's comments if that's all right for you, dude, while you're having a snippety snip.
Yeah, go on.
He said Hamish is improving, but it's Celia that's in the doghouse with the cops after being caught on a speed trap camera. Ooh. She shouldn't have brought the M4 then, tell her. She should have gone for the M1. Hey, you got Dan Usher in. Morning, Herbert. Morning, Dan.
Hi,
Hey,
Dan.
Dan. How are you?
Sarah Jane says a rum toft is basically a fill a pot with fruit, put some sugar in it, and top it up with rum, then let it ferment. Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
That sounds
Oh.
nice.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Fruity.
Folks are saying hello to everybody, and David Markey's just had eggs, bacon, and large homemade chips.
God.
And he never invited us free.
No, I'm bloody hungry.
Yeah, I'm doing these, and then I'm just suddenly thinking, how am I going to paint these? Anyway.
I'm just hoping the microphone's not picking up my belly.
What, with all the rumbling that we can hear?
Yeah, it's just started making noises, yeah.
What did you do when Terry used to stream at this time?
Go down camera and eat me tea.
Ah, well, my dinner was a long time ago, so I don't have to worry about that.
You're coming up to breakfast soon, aren't you?
Exactly. Yeah. I was about to mention that. Although it's only crikeys. Okay.
You're what, 10 hours in front, so 20 to 5 there, is it?
No, it's about 3.
Yeah, 3:45.
Oh, yeah, you're 9
Or
hours.
25 to 4, actually.
You're mad, Scott. You really are.
Things we have to do.
He's like Jesse the Body Ventura off Predator, you know, when he says, what's his name? I forgot the guy's name now, Hawkins. And Hawkins turns around to him and goes, hey, man, you're bleeding. Scott turns around and goes, I ain't got time to sleep. Changes the line completely.
I had a bit of a snooze earlier, so I'm fine.
Everyone thinks Scott's an old man because he has a snooze in the afternoon. Little do they know.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock in our afternoon, but 2 o'clock in the morning for him. Or 5 o'clock, or 4 o'clock, or, yeah.
It's much easier when it's daylight savings because it's only an hour difference then.
Yeah, this is what's confusing.
Right now it's 3 hours difference.
It's like I've said to you before, Josh, it's quite easy. All you do is you go, Scott, what time is it?
Yeah. But I'm like Connie, though. I like to remember what times people are in front. Like, I think before daylight savings time happened, if I remember rightly, the time difference between Baby Cakes and Scott was 19 hours. So Baby Cakes was 19 hours behind Scott. That's hard to imagine. That, like, yeah.
It hurts my head.
Oh, the damaged warships on the move.
Huh? Okay.
Oh, the Korean one.
Yeah, North Korea.
He needs to be careful and stop sinking them, then, doesn't he? And Blake, yeah, politics.
So
Okay, I've got
with homemade rum toft, fresh fruit from the garden, mulled wine, homemade slow gin. Christmas was fun. Well, what I remember of it. Wow.
Oh, do you know what? That might work well with Sarah Jane. Mead.
Well, Michelle made. Michelle always makes trifle at Christmas, but she made a plum trifle a few years ago, but she'd been soaking the plums in gin. Oh my! It was lethal. It was strip paint. That.
You ever had melon? Oh, I forgot what melon. It's basically you can do it with a melon or a coconut. You plug a hole out of a melon, cut a little hole into a melon, or use a hole puncher, and then just stick a bottle of rum upside down in that melon, and then just let it slowly absorb into the melons. Like, obviously, don't just like take your melon and just shove it in like that, because it'll all flow out the sides. You've just got to stick a funnel in and then just let it go down slowly, and then just keep doing that over the next few days, and then that melon becomes very tasty.
Oh, I like melon. Oh, no, I'm not going there. Oh, I don't like the fruit melons.
You like melon flavoured things like I do, yeah?
No, I like melons. Joshy!
What do you mean, Joshy? It was you that went there originally. I was just...
I'm getting myself in
making me sound out like a right boob there, you are, Carl.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, I'm used to it.
You tit.
Yeah, it's like Baby Cakes you just put there. He's in the future. He is. And if he was that technologically advanced in the future as the future should be, he could tell me what tomorrow's Euro Millions lottery numbers are, so I could actually go and win the £208 million jackpot. Ah, oh.
You know that bright idea I had about getting this glue together tonight and then getting it primed during the week?
Yeah.
That'll take me a little bit longer. I might have to do a little bit more. I might have to do a little bit more off stream. I don't know. I'm getting ideas and I'm doing stuff. Keep it simple, Carl. You said. I just think it'll look good if I can do what I've got in mind. God, I can't find the hole. Shut up.
Yeah, you can always sneak off and get a biscuit.
Might sneak off and get a kebab.
Ooh, I had a kebab the night, actually.
Well, I can always sneak off and go get some Maccas.
Get some what?
Maccas.
Oh, Macca. I thought you said knackers.
If I just put those there for a split second. Right, I've only got 12 on. I don't know what happened there, Carl. I've just got my camera went off for a second. All of a sudden, I was just doing something, and the camera went off.
Sorry, man. I don't know what happened there. Baby Cake says melons are good. Apple says Carl likes melons with water and seeds. And Lizzie said, 7 and 9 melons.
Naughty melons.
7 and 9. Oh,
wow. Sarah Jane says, when I did relief aid to Romania, they have the tradition of giving you a drink of homebrew, like a toast. Believe me, it's frigging vile. 2 drinks and I was awake enough to drive 24 hours. Baby Case is saying, more nuggets, Scott.
Yeah. More chicken nuggets. I could, but no.
Mm.
Actually, if I was going to, that's probably what I would get.
It's like everybody knows you, Scott.
Hmm?
It's like everybody knows you.
Yeah. It's almost like cheese.
Everybody knows your name.
Exactly.
And we're always glad you came. Oh, thanks, Joshy.
You want to be that.
Everybody knows your name.
And I'm pretty sure there's a rerun of it somewhere.
Oh, they're all
I
on.
believe they're trying to
they're
make
all
a
on.
new series of it.
I think it's on Netflix. I think on one of them anyway.
It'd
I mean-
be more so now that Norm passed away last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how big's Ted Danson's forehead now? Sorry, how old's Ted Danson now?
Yeah.
Mind you, look at the state of Woody Harrelson now. He's ancient.
Yeah, but he's also been in quite a few films too.
Oh, he has. He
Mm.
started.
Woody Harrelson. No, I think. Do you know what? To be fair, I think he's looking pretty good. Woody Harrelson, especially when he was in Zombieland.
He started in Cheers, didn't he?
Yep, that's where he started.
And then he did. What was that film with Julie? Is it Psych? Oh no. Did a film in the early 90s, Psycho something. It's him and his missus going on a rampage, killing people.
Oh, I think I know.
Got the bird in. He's got the bird in it. Who was out of Dusk Till Dawn.
Salma Hayek.
Oh, he's been in a lot of movies, so
Baby Kate said Ted 77. Natural
Bloody
Born
hell.
Killers. That's it.
That's it. Sarah Jane, well done. Well done.
Sarah Jane gets the point on that one. And it wasn't even swirly.
I believe Sarah Jane gets a golden house point for that one. I am here. These cakes are quite nice when you can get them in one mouthful.
Athel says, is that a thunder I hear in the background or Carl's stomach? Could be a bit of both. Dan says, I have returned. Got to love pop roulette.
Pop roulette?
Pass.
No wonder I couldn't find my paintbrushes. I put them away. Ha, 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 ha.
What did you do that for?
I don't know. I normally leave everything out in front of me so I know where it is.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
We're on the floor so you can tread on it.
Sarah Jane, if you want to implement fines, feel free. You won't. You don't have to. I don't have to explain what for, but just fines will be fine. Git. Look, it was dark. It was in the middle of the night.
And it woke you up. And it woke you up quickly.
Oh, believe me, it woke me up quickly. I thought, yeah, it'll be fine now. I'm not going to tread on it. It won't be fine. It's far enough away from where I move around in the bedroom. I'll just leave them there by the radiator. It'll dry off. It's fine. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want, isn't it? Is a horny Viking at that time of night.
Oh, yes. Was it the horny Viking or was it the... oh, no, it was the... yeah.
No, it wasn't Marcus, Scott.
Ah, I wasn't actually thinking of that, but anyway, it's okay.
Oh, Lindsay's shooting off. He's got dinner. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat whilst I'm waiting for
That's
the
fine.
glue to dry. That's dried. Dan's put like beer roulette, but played with soft drinks. Aha, okay. It's all right. I've missed one because I'm looking at your chat, not the one on the screen, which is what I should be doing because Sarah Jane's on Scott's. Sarah Jane's put, "Oh, thanks, Josh. You'll go far." I have the DVD. I haven't seen it for years. And then Lindsay's got dinner.
Dinner!
Dinner.
Sarah Jane says, "Josh, he has a member of staff you can give fines, like Panzer can, although he's useless, to be honest." Yeah, the thing is, though, with that, Sarah, is I'm on panel and you're the moderator in the chat. So, you know, you have that blue spanner for the fine, you know. And if it's a complaint, you know where to head.
Yeah, well, the thing is, if you notice, Sarah Jane's a moderator on Scott's channel, but I don't think she is on mine.
Ah, yes. There is that.
Yeah, and you know why that is? Because she's on yours, not mine. I can't make her one. Af says it was Marcus getting his own back on Joshy.
I know nothing of it, and I'm not saying anything about it. No, basically, what I'd stupidly done is some of the 3D prints that Carl had sent me down. I took them all out of the box one night whilst I was having a look at them and seeing what I could do with them and finding out which ones I was going to paint. And a couple of them, I just left them on the floor and I thought, yeah, they'll be fine there. I'm never going to go anywhere near them. Yeah, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, toilet emergency, got up. Well, you just wake up in the middle of the night, then you go to the toilet. But as I got up and turned around, because obviously your legs go to jelly a little bit, yeah, I sort of stumbled to the right and trod on one of my models.
Oh, no.
And I've just realised that the laptop screen has gone dark and it's come up with a notification saying your battery is low because, unlike a fool, I forgot to put the bloody laptop in, didn't I?
Oh, no.
It's okay. I have 29%. Oh, thank you, Panic Label. Oh, this will be interesting because I have to plug the cable in right next door to where the camera cable is. Right, I'll see you in a minute if I disappear.
The suspense.
Don't.
Suspenders, they're killing me.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, all it takes is a little gentle touch with the cable to knock it out.
Yeah, so we've heard.
Oh, you're funny.
Hey, Ted. Ted's got his guitars in.
Evening, Ted.
G'day, Ted. There you go, mate.
We've heard
Yes,
stories, Joshy.
It's not about what... No, I'm not saying that, actually, no.
Has anyone got a bet on? I mean, what?
A bet bet on? No, I wouldn't bet. No, the odds are against me.
Oh, Stephen Hayes is in as well. Hey, Stephen, how are you, mate?
Hey, Stephen.
Hey, Stephen.
Yeah, just a question.
Oh, yeah,
Did anybody get notifications that we'd gone live tonight? Because I don't think it did.
I didn't.
I
Which
know,
is
I'm
weird.
sure.
I did, but that's because I clicked notify me.
See, I never do that because my bell's on all the time.
Yes.
Really?
Your mind, Carl, honestly, it's brilliant how it works out what I'm saying.
You can ring. You can ring my bell.
You can ring my bell. No, I'm not singing it because of YouTube. Well,
That's exactly what I was thinking when I heard it.
Oh, my ears are whistling. Oh,
Good old song from the 80s, 90s.
I think it was the 80s.
Yeah.
Cause you can ring my bell. Remember doing
Haven't heard anything since of her.
A lot of people get famous just off one-hit wonders.
Yep.
It's like MC Hammer.
Yeah,
He
he
did that.
retired.
Well, he did that. All I remember of him is that one song, "Can't Touch This."
Oh, he did a few of them.
wasn't he the guy with the parachute pants?
That was the biggest one.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like that's all you hear of is the biggest ones they do. So, what did you say, Carl? Sorry.
I said, wasn't that the guy with the parachute pants?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Athel saying yes. Dave said, welcome back there. Dana should say no.
And he's now a preacher. Sorry.
So's Mr. T.
Fool. Go to heaven, fool. I'd actually go to church. I'd go to a church if he was that pastor.
Ted says, I got notification when you did go live. Stephen said hi to Ted. And Dan says, Carl Douglas has got a lot to answer for, in my honest opinion. That's Kung Fu Fighting, wasn't it?
Guys were fast as lightning. Diddle-it, diddle-it, diddle-it.
Athel says, didn't MC Hammer do Crockett's theme? No.
Oh.
Was that not
He's did a few. I just can't name them.
Jan Hammer or something? Baby Kate saying, no notification for me. And I was waiting for you. Oh, we've got lost track of time.
Who was the other one as well? Justin. What's his face? Is it Justin?
Time for dinner.
I'm have to think now.
It's too early for me to think.
Yeah, Dan says yes, and one of the first one-hit wonders he was. Who was the first rapper? That was Grandmaster Flash, wasn't it? White Lines.
Yeah, Vision Dreams of Passion.
There is Will Smith, but he's not a one-hit wonder.
Nah, Will Smith don't rap. Actually, no, Will Smith does rap now. He's changed. He's gone from rockery to
Crockery.
yeah. He's gone from rock slapping to. Oh, no, well, it weren't Justin Bieber, Athol, or Justin Hayward, Forever Autumn. What was his name? Played the guitar. He had long blonde hair.
Oh, The Darkness.
No, that's Justin Hawkes. He's American.
Joshy. Google Food is your friend.
It is now.
Dan Ursher says Sugar Hill Gang as well. Oh God, I ain't got a clue there.
Sugar Hill Gang. Oh, they did. Oh, bloody hell! No, I've got three things in my head.
Is there room? Dan Ursher says Chesney Hawks. There you're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Is it Rapper's Delight? Chesney Hawks. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Right, okay, I've got Rapper's Delight. That was Sugar Hill Gang. And Chesney Hawks was the guy I was thinking of. And I forgot what the bloody song's called now. That's it. I Am the One and Only. That's it.
Oh my God.
That was it. So I remember he used to singing the song years ago, singing when he used to sing I Am the One and Only. We used to change the words to This Is My One and Only. But you think of that, you can still hear that some days being played now. And that came out in what, 94, 95?
Yeah.
What? Like that was a long time ago?
For a one-hit wonder. You get radio stations occasionally dedicating some sets to one-hit wonders. Because people actually like, I know it sounds daft, but people love one-hit wonders.
Oh, shut up your face.
Shut up
That's
your
why.
face.
That was pretty big.
The only problem with that song is it kept Ultravox off number one.
Mm-hmm.
Vienna.
I thought that who was it that beat? I forgot. Oh no, I should know this as well. They took off the Christmas number one from Pop Idol.
Never seen it.
No, it wasn't a song from Pop Idol. I can't believe I forgot who it was now, and I should have. I should know this because I love the band, and again, brain fart. It was like 10 years ago, maybe longer. Because what they used to do is it was quite cleverly planned out. What they'd do is they'd do 12 weeks of crap on Pop Idol, or whatever it was called back then, and then just before Christmas, they'd do the finals, so that when their song came out, it would be the number one Christmas song, so that it'd get them famous, get them money, basically just shove them into stardom. But one year, who the hell was it now? I can't remember the band. It's going to drive me mental again. They did a song, and it was years ago, but it beat the Christmas number one for Pop Idol, which I was very happy about. And now I'm Googling that now because that's going to annoy me.
Athel says, will the real Joshy please stand up?
Yeah, that's Eminem. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? We're going to have a problem here. Well, I've never seen a white person before. I'm sorry, I shouldn't. Yeah, I can. I do know the whole song again. Which song beat the crap TV show Pop Idol? To Christmas number one. Rage Against the Machine. That was it. I knew I should have got that. Yeah, Rage Against the Machine beat Pop Idol.
Was that? Would that have been Jump? Was it? What song was that?
Oh, I'm going to Google all of this.
Hey, Kodiak.
Killing in the Name of.
Killing in the Name of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. No, that was a good track.
It was a very good song. And hello, Kodiak. How you doing, mate? How you doing?
Yes, it's nice weather.
So here's a question for everybody. Being we're talking about music, who's the best band? Not say who's the best band. Who was one of your favourite bands that you've seen perform live? And who was? And if you went to a festival like I've done a few times, who was the unexpected trump card that you went to go and see? My unexpected trump card that I went to go and see was the Pogues, and they were absolutely incredible.
What about the biggest disappointment?
The biggest disappointments. Do you know what? I haven't really got any. Like all bands that I've seen play have like, yeah, I've seen Korn, Slipknot. I've seen bloody hell now. Who can I go through? I've seen Prodigy before Mr. Keithy Flint died. I saw the Proclaimers.
Black Sabbath and Deep Purple.
Ooh.
Susie Quattro. Status Quo.
Status Quo. I love Status Quo. Raw. Joe Wright.
Baby Cake like 9 Inch Nails.
Baby Cake's like 9 Inch Nails. It's not 9 o'clock yet, Carl. We're not going there.
Okay. Well, I think one of my biggest disappointments to watch live, I was really looking forward to seeing them, and that was Dire Straits. One of my all-time favourite bands, and they were so boring live.
I want my TV. Cody X, but his biggest disappointment was meeting me. Dude, fuck. Nearly said that. Yeah, I'm just going to say one word. Bollocks, dude. It wasn't, mate. It was absolutely incredible. Meeting you, man, was brilliant. I had a right laugh having a beer with you down the pub. And I can't wait to do it again this year.
Dan Usher. Speaking of number ones, Iron Maiden, Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. Christmas number
Bring
one.
your daughter to the slaughter. Oh, yeah, I can't do I'm not singing. Let it be. Let it be.
Oh, now
I'd love to go and...
You'd get Michelle with that one. Sarah Jane says, not into music, but I used to help run the beer tent at the MK Bowl. Most memorable was Queen. So quite a few, but not interested really. Queen's Michelle's favourite band. She's got all her albums. Absolutely loves Queen.
Well, I've never seen any band live, so I don't know.
Have you not? I thought you'd have seen AC/DC.
Well, I missed my chance with that one.
I've seen a band called Dirty DC, and if you weren't to know who AC/DC were, the guy actually did sound a lot like him. Like you couldn't tell them apart, to be honest with you. I thought they were fantastic. They were a support group, but tribute band even. Sorry.
Yeah, Danish has just put in The Who, Iron Maiden, but the best live act was a toss-up between Hollywood Vampires or Heaven Can Wait, the Meatloaf tribute act.
Ooh, Meatloaf.
The man was the spitting image of Meatloaf in his younger years.
Now there was a bloke who could sing.
Oh, Graham Belvin. How about Pink Floyd? How about Pink Floyd? Yeah.
Another brick in the wall.
Well, I must admit, I had tickets for Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
And I couldn't go. I had to work, so I gave the tickets to my sister, and it turned out it was the last performance with Bruce Dickinson before Blaze Bayley took over, and then obviously he's come back now. But...
Well, I wanted to go and see.
It's just I got a leather jacket off him.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'd love to go and see Metallica play this year because they're touring with Gojira.
Yeah, I've seen Metallica about 5 times, 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, they're meant to be touring Melbourne sometimes in the
Slayer's good live. But I must admit, I actually enjoyed Guns N' Roses. I really enjoyed it.
For me to go to see any band, I'll have to travel somewhere like Melbourne, and
yeah,
I just don't have the money for that.
Well, where I used to live, I used to travel to not far from Joshy every year for about 15 years.
Birmingham.
I mean, we had an AC/DC tour down here in Hobart, and my father bought 3 tickets to go see them, and he only used the one, and he didn't let anyone else know.
Oh,
Like, I would have gone had I known, but yeah.
My dad went to go and see Disturbed and told me 2 weeks after he'd done it.
yeah. Donington, Joshua.
Yeah. Donington Park Raceway.
Yeah, Castle Donington, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit south to me, that is.
Yeah,
Oh, no, sorry, that's east of me.
Yeah. Monsters of Rock every year.
That's where they have
29.
why is my brain download in Nottingham? Yeah, here's a little random one for you. One of my favourite bands that I've ever gone to see live multiple times, and they've never disappointed. I even went to go and see them in a live lounge, just the two of them, was Chris Difford and Glenn Tilbrook from Squeeze. And I've seen Squeeze play multiple times, and they are absolutely phenomenal. And if you've never heard of Squeeze, then Google Cool for Cats.
At the junction.
Yeah. Take it to the bridge, go overboard, see if you can swim back into the shore. All the lights are on and the blinds are down. Sorry. I love you. Stations and our bands. I just got the urge to sing every song that I listen to, like, all the time. I can't sing for hell, but
I'll tell you who was a good band. Aerosmith. So I saw Aerosmith, White Snake, Pantera, Machine Head. Oh, and there's quite a few others all in the same weekend. That was a good weekend. God, I got through some gallons of beer that weekend, I can tell you.
Well, you do at a festival, don't you?
Oh, I always going with 2 gallon, one to drink, one to pee in.
Yeah. Just as a spare.
Well, toilets are too far away, so you just pee in the other one. Yeah, so I could tell you some stories about the festivals, but not on here. And not when there's any chance. Not when there's any chance of life for walk in the room.
Has anybody seen that YouTube clip of the? I think she's from Norway or somewhere in that area. She's doing a little like clip of a music festival, and she goes into where the toilet area is, and there's a bloke just walks out of the cubicle, walks over to the urinal, picks up one of the cakes, and starts washing his hands in there. And he looks to the girl, and the woman's just stood there looking at him, and he looks at her, she looks at him, they look at each other, and it's like, is this not the wash cubicle? And she just goes, no, that's the toilet. And he's like, just drops the thing and just walks off, like doesn't even wash his hand, just walks off.
Just don't eat the pineapple chunks. Baby Cake says, don't drink the wrong bottle. Believe me, Baby Cakes, they're probably as strong as each other. Kodiak, I got to see Saxon. Oh, wow. Jammed after the talk show in Germany, using the hotel's grand piano. Oh, wow. Chance of a lifetime, that. Jess says, how about Lindisfarne?
Lindisfarne. One of my favourite albums I had on vinyl. The Winter Song was one of my favourite songs.
Well, I remember Saxon. I think my favourite one from Saxon was Crusaders. Graham says, is Scott making up tank wheels or playing tiddlywinks?
Well, I was making tank wheels, and
now he's playing tiddlywinks.
Yeah, now I'm playing tiddlywinks. Yeah.
Oh, now I've got that song in my head now. Cheers, Jeff. It's a good song.
Yes.
He's an American.
Hey, Panzer. You all right, mate? Are you at work? Are you in bed? Hopefully not in bed. Athel says Jeffrey Toll in Edinburgh. Nice.
29.
Dan says, hello, Panzer. Dan says, being just down the road from Corbedy, there's an airport. We often thought of going there. It's only one bar. Wow, chat's just gone. Oh, Panzer says, just finished. He's driving home for Christmas.
Oh,
Was that Chris Diff? No, Chris Rea.
No, he's just driving home. He says, greetings all. Graham Bell says, Ball, not Bell. Says, Bruce Dickinson was the front man with Saxon before joining Maiden. I didn't know that. Everyone's saying hi to Bouncer.
And the one thing you maybe didn't know, Carl, is that between the pair of you, you've got 17 in yours watching. Scott's got 7. You've got 18 thumbs, and Scott's got 5, I think, or 6. If I remember rightly.
Wow. Thank you.
So for a random pop-up, there's a few people in.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to listen to Lindisfarne now. I also want to listen to Status Quo, Makers of Plastic Men.
I haven't. Have I missed? I thought I said Sarah Jane says she saw Chris Rea at Wembley and he gave her free tickets. No.
Oh, nice.
Nice. And she says, hi, Graham. Sorry, I'm going back up. Oh! She says she saw Bowie, Michael Jackson, Simple Minds, Metallica, Bon Jovi, and some others. Genesis was another. Genesis was brilliant.
Yeah, my mom absolutely loves Genesis. Phil Collins and Eric Clapton were like my mom's idols in the 80s.
Well, Eric Clapton's one of my favourites. You know that anyway.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah.
I do apologise, Sarah Jane, and I accept that name.
I was just about to say, I should find you for whatever you've just done.
Yeah, because I missed one of her comments, and I did not mean to. Francis says I'm about 20 minutes from home. We're about 30. I know. Have you a few stories from there? Someone asked Robert Plant. A few stories from there. Someone asked Robert Plant to take a photograph of their friend at a reunion. Kodiak says, fog on the Tyne. Fog on the Tyne is on mine.
On mine. Fog on the Tyne is on mine. Get your dibby with it. Fog on the Tyne. Sorry.
Dan says, with or without Gaza, Kodiak.
Oh, okay. Athel's got a message withheld for review, and I don't know why. He says, we can have a wet on the wall, Joshy. I'm going to show that. And it says another moderator has just handled that. So who's this other moderator?
YouTube. It's not me.
Yeah, it's underneath Dan Usher's comment. I have a few stories. Athol put, we can have a wet on the wall, Joshy.
I don't
know why you haven't you?
No, I haven't got it at all.
It is. It is right there. Athol, we can have a wet on the wall, Joshy.
On my YouTube, no, there's nothing there. And there's nothing in StreamYard either. Oh, Sarah Jane said she's been to Eric Clapton's house a few times. Got freebies. Oh, wow.
I've just seen Kodiak's comment, with or without Gaza. Sorry, Dan Usher's with or without Gaza. It's funny because Dan mentions Gaza. Have you seen Gascoigne recently?
Nope.
No, a photo of him popped up on my Google News today. My God.
Well, the moderator was Panzer.
Hmm?
The moderator that jumped was Panzer.
So how come it wasn't showing then? But as soon as I pressed that button, it said another moderator has just handled it.
Yeah, well, Panzer was the other moderator. Panzer says, Carl, the biggest live disappointment was Phil and PJ singing. That wasn't my biggest disappointment. Mine was Phil and Panzer doing bloody Blue Ridge Mountains. Don't, Joshy. Got my finger up.
Sorry.
Just muted him.
Nearly swore then. It's a good job I saw that microphone go.
Jeff says Maggie and his sister had tickets for the Who at a local theatre, but they didn't show up, had the money back, and sport band were fantastic. Oh, Roger Daltrey breeds fish now, doesn't he? He's got a trout fishery.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sarah Jane says Clapton had a house just south of Guildford. Friends used to clean for him and had barbecues there. Oh, wow.
And I've got Barbara O'Reilly in my head now, Jeff.
I wonder if he's really got a black room with white curtains. No, it's in the white room with black curtains, you muppet. You got it wrong way around. Dan saying hi to Sarah. Sarah saying, hi, useless deputy, Panzer. Hugs. Panzer saying hi. Hugs. Back. Tiny. Sarah saying, Dan. Oh, sorry.
No, you're right. Do carry on.
Oh, Wayne's popped up and popped in.
What? We missed Wayne.
No, he's there. Hi, Wayne.
Oh, good. Hey, Wayne.
There you go, Wayne.
How you doing, dude?
Hi, Wayne. Jessing. He does not very far from us. Baby Kate says hi, Wayne. Dave Mark says hello, Wayne. Sarah Jane said hi, Dan. Dan says, Bismuth boy. George Davis is in saying hey all. Hey George, welcome in.
Good evening, George.
God, blimey,
Hey,
chat.
George.
Wayne Wiley says hi everyone. I'm not going to get this model done, I tell you.
You've got 20 in now, dude.
26 in total.
Yes, yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hello, George. And Banzer says, you do realise I'm currently... Oops. Slip of the tongue. Great. Banzer says, you do realise I'm currently sitting in my local Aldi car park, chatting rather than driving. Graham says, crematorium curtains closing song is going to be guitar solo from Floyd's Comfortable Numb. If not, I refuse to go. Wayne says A, B, C, D. Baby said, hey, George. Sarah said, no, I didn't realise Panzer. Okay. Wayne says E, F. Dan says, don't forget to visit the middle aisle, Panzer. Dan says F. Wayne says G. Wayne says H, I, J.
Okay.
Get me a bottle of Malibu while you're there, Panzer. God, blimey. George Davis says, hi, Dan and David. I hope everyone's well tonight. Yes. Oh, well, it's the clock.
Here's another one then. Because that was a good conversation starter, actually. Here's another one.
Right.
Everybody, I've got one. I've got a few of them. Everybody's got their own little band that like they listen to. That everyone, if you let your friends listen to it or somebody that think, bloody hell, that's weird. What you listen to that for? Has anybody got that kind of band? And I will openly admit one of them. I listen to a band called Maximum the Hormone, and they are a Japanese death metal band.
Well, I've got two. One's that twins, Wolfgang thingies.
Yeah, I listen to them. They're race, the Wolfgang twins.
Yeah, and the other one's Kevin Wilson.
Yes, the old Wilson.
I've got Polish rap bands that I listen to. I don't care as long as it's got a catchy beat. Like if I don't understand them, I'll still, listen to them. Captain Curlycock. Yeah, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hello, evening, dude. How the devil are you?
Oh, a bit swirly, a bit curly.
Good. Well, stay wobbly.
Because you don't get that off much. Stay curly.
Athel says, Joshy, to answer your question, yes. And Sarah Jane says, hi, Dan. Lovely Dan. Hugs.
Hello.
So what is that
Athel
band?
said,
What is that band, Athel?
everyone's saying hi to Dan. Wayne says, now all we need is Marcus on Pabble. Baby keeps saying hi to Dan. Dan saying, did I hear my hi Ab refresher today? Some of the done my hi Ab refresher. Some of the theory questions were absolutely stupid. One of the questions was, is it safe to lift something still attached to the ground? Wayne says, on panel as well. Dan saying hi to Dan. Panzer saying, Dan, do they really make curlers that small? Athel says, yes, Tales of the Topographic Oceans, Joshy.
Tales of
yes, if the ground moves.
Okay. Yeah, I've got loads of random little things that I'll listen to just because I find them catchy. Like that band, like the band I used for my my short. I discovered those just because I typed in.
Joshy,
yeah.
Look at Dan's comment.
That's
the throat one, isn't it?
You mean Dan, the song Ayu Vayu? Yeah.
Is that the throat band?
That's that throat band that I showed you. Dan, I know who they are very well. Yes, they are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, Joshy put me on to them a few months ago. Jane says, so how does Panzer know what size curler Dan needs?
Joshy?
Yeah.
It will compare.
Just say yes. I'll do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Prime example. But yours, Scott. Oh, actually, no, it's not. It is bent at the top as well, like mine.
Hey?
What?
Right about sprues. I can see at the top of his sprue where he's got that little bulbous end on the top where that wire cable is. It's got that bend in the plastic. So trying to cut something with them cutters without breaking that plastic and snapping it, pushing pressure down, it's difficult.
It can be.
Because if you were to have a too thick of snippers to cut that and you put that in there and you snap the plastic underneath, that's annoying because you broke it in 3 places.
Panzer wants to know who's going to volunteer to grab Dan by the short and curlers. Dan says,
Joshy just did.
Baby Kate says, I watching. Dan says, another is Marty Minon, Irish country.
Oh, Marty Minone.
Yeah. And Wayne says, use a craft knife.
Ooh, I might have to check that out, Dan. That's mad that he mentioned the Who. No way, that was going to be another one that I mentioned. What's mentioned?
Yeah, when I said about the twins.
Yeah.
Check out the Wolfgang twins, Dan. They're quite good. 2 blondes and drummers. It's not that.
No, the blondes are called the Harp Twins.
No, I was just about to say it was the blokes of the Wolfgang twins.
Yeah, the blokes are the Wolfgang twins. And
I couldn't think of the blondes, what they were called.
I just like looking in the comments, and every comment says, imagine if they got married. The amount of twins that have come out of that. Quads and stuff. Thing is, though, I find that quite weird if twins married twins, because it's sort of like you're marrying your half-sister, your stepsister even.
Dan says, Oliver Anthony, especially a rich man north of Richmond.
Or was it in law?
Wayne says, has Carl made any progress, or is it just the white truck? I say, it's just the white truck, I tell you. Dan says, DJ Dougal, bit of old school. Wayne says, I'm back on front. Lindsay says he's back.
Good night.
Hey, Lindsay.
Do you want the link, Lindsay? We're only on for another 25 minutes. Athel says, yes, Joshy, Friends and Relatives, wondrous series, get stories and greatest hits.
What was that maritime one?
I'll just send Lindsay the link if he wants to come in.
I like therapeutical music as well, especially after the last couple of years. That like just helps your mind with stuff. And I discovered a guy called Malt Martin who plays a thing called a handpan. And I used his music because he'll play like 3 or 4 hour sessions sometimes on his 3 or 4 hour. He'll have like an hour to 2 hour lives and stuff, but his videos and everything. And I found him on Spotify, and I actually used his music to do when I walked up the Wrekin 24 times in 24 hours.
Yeah.
I actually used his music to get up and down the last like 5 or 6 times. Even though I only walked up 10, I was still knackered.
Baby Kate says the handpan is an amazing instrument.
Yeah, check out Malt Martin.
Graham says, also Seasick Steve. What?
I've heard of C6 Steve. Plays guitar. He looks like It looks like a trucker version of ZZ Top.
Oh no, that's a good band live. That is a good band live. At Donington when they flew the Eliminator in. That was amazing. That watching that coming in.
Yeah, my mum likes ZZ Top as well.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hello.
Evening, Lindsay.
How are you? Right. Oh, that's coming on.
Sorry I took so long on the slide. Yeah, it's coming on.
That's looking all smart. Michelle's just gone, that's big. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm just doing the rail. Yeah.
Nice. That's well nice. I like that. Wayne says, sounds like a flash in a pan. Panzer says, DP, the skillet pan is an incredible weapon. Just ask Carl. Oh, thank you. David said, welcome back, Lindsay. The Seagulls, Icelandic band, famously covered Thunderstruck. I've seen them. They're brilliant. I like it. Proper redneck. Wayne, so who is... So is Lindsay's bigger than Carl's? Yeah. Dan says, so is the rolling pin Panzer. And Graham Ball says, well, went up the Wrekin last week.
Wait, what?
He says he lives in Newport, Shropshire. So not
No
far
way. As if. I used to live in Daniel's Cross. Graham, right on the road, right on the A41 opposite where they've built all the new Toby Carvery. No way. Small world. In fact, actually, did I already know that? And it's just been a long time since I've heard it.
No, we knew. I just heard it yesterday.
He could have told me 10 minutes ago. Oh, Graham, if you're local, you should come to the modelling group that I go to in Telford. If you know where Horse Hay is.
Horse hay in the field.
I possibly, yes. It's surrounded. It's actually right next door to the Wrekin. It's the next little village to the Wrekin.
I know what you meant, Lindsay.
Yeah. Just on the uptake, isn't it?
So I'm having a lot of brain farts today, Lindsay, for some reason. I don't think I'm awake, but I don't think my brain is. I had to Google one of my favourite bands, Rage Against the Machine, because I couldn't figure out the name of that band.
Yeah. Dan says, where or what is the Wrekin? That's Jockey Socks.
I'm going to mute myself while I swear loudly.
Wayne says any kitchen utensil can be a good choice in the right hands. And Graham says he lives in the high street opposite the church.
Oh, right. Okay. So he lives near Aussie's.
The Brekins are Molehill where they live.
Yeah, the Wrekin is the out of the smallest classed hills in the UK. That is the biggest one in its category.
It's a molehill.
It's not a bloody molehill. I walked up that 10 and a half times, up and down.
What is compared to our hills?
Yeah, but you live in Scotland, though, Michelle, and I've seen your hills, mountains.
Really?
Carl!
Wayne says, are we going to make a mountain out of a molehill?
Oh, do you know, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. I've just put my glossy paintbrush on my floor. It's just caught all over my black socks. Excellent.
So you've got white stains on your black socks?
Oh, for God. Yeah.
Don't wear them to the modelling club.
I won't know. No, I've actually climbed your biggest mountain. In fact, I've actually climbed the biggest one. I climbed Ben Nevis, and I so.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Wayne that says that. I thought it was you, Carl. Sorry, that said it.
No, I'm not that funny.
Oh my God.
Dan says, fair enough. I'll just stick to walking down the knob. That's the street in the village. It says Apple says, starting at the bottom in the car park. How long up? And down Snowdon.
Well, it depends which way you take.
Graham says, I have mobility issues and don't drive, so getting round's a problem, but have heard about the club. Yeah, Josh is the same. He doesn't drive and he's got mobility issues.
I'm going to slap you in a bit. Michelle?
Am I not right? You don't drive and you've got mobility issues. You haven't got a car.
Right, okay. Yes, I do drive. I haven't got a car, but I do own it. What?
You have a license.
Right.
Yeah.
I own an English license. I can drive legally, and yes, I just don't have a car at the moment because one, it's too bloody expensive, and two, everywhere I go in life, sadly enough, everywhere I go in life at the moment currently is available by A, walking, or B, public transport, the train.
Baby Kate says, hi, Michelle. Dan says, in his youth, he did the fan dance, as they call it, in Brecon Beacons. And Wayne says, so if there's a street called Knob, is there a Fanny Cravick Street?
Can you get lost in Knob, Dan?
No, but you can get... No, never mind. So Charles Malibu for picking on a member of staff, of her staff, sorry.
How about Fanny Smiller?
Oh, that was so funny, that.
I've still got my car said going through my head.
Dan says, did that come through with a box of 5 tops, Joshua? Yeah, it was Chase, Fanny Schmeller.
Oh, Bradley Walsh and the Duchess. Is it the Countess even?
Yeah, that was...
Well, then he actually met her.
Yeah, he actually... Do you ever see... Oh, God, BBC, I've forgotten his name now. Michael McIntyre, when he wakes people up in the middle of the night, creeps into the bedrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he'd done that to Bradley Walsh and had Fanny Schmeller with him. That was funny.
She's a very young one.
She's young.
It's funny enough though, because wasn't there a famous lady in the 60s and 70s called Fanny Craddock who used to be a bakery? She was like the 60s and 70s version of
She was a
yeah,
chef.
chef.
Yeah.
And her husband liked to drink, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
And there was the one episode, I got told about this, but there was the one episode where she was making some, I can't remember what it was she was making, but her husband came in just through the middle of shooting the scene and came in and said, "Oh yeah, these are nice. Hopefully if you get these right, yours will turn out looking like Fanny's as well."
Oh God, Fred, give over. Dan said there's a street in, I can't say it, Bicester called Crumps. Crumps Buckswain.
Oh, Bicester.
Bicester, yeah. Athel says no, but one's got lost on Rowe Street in Edinburgh on a pub crawl. And Wayne says, sounds like an interesting piece of crumpet. Oh, what was it? I always like the name of that place in the Carry On movie, Upper and Lower Denshire. I thought of a cracking name, that. There's some really funny names of villages and stuff in this country.
Yes.
If it's in the map when they travel from south to north.
I sent it to you, didn't I? Saying if I ever visit you guys, this is the route I'm taking to go past.
Yeah.
Ironically, if I start at the bottom, I could visit you. I could visit JC, Lindsay.
Have you got it there?
Hang on, let me find it. Hang on, I'll get it.
You have to ping it to me again.
Yeah.
I don't mind sharing that because it's legit.
There's another. Right, I've just done it again. Another message came up off Wayne saying Dick Tingler, and that's been held for review, but it's been there for a while.
I don't know why stuff's getting held for review.
Neither do I.
Because it's an 18 and I'm not monetized or anything. I've not got any things on. Oh, yeah. I was going to get to that in a minute, Athel, because I've got a map with that on. Oh, damn. There's a street just up the road from us. It's called... oh, God's sake. No. It's called Contlaw Road. And you can imagine what the kids do with a blue blue sticky tape. They just take a little bit of the letter out.
Yes.
I got one. I got it. Oh, pardon you.
Was it?
Who's squeaking?
For a change, it wasn't me. Sorry. That's all of that. I've got to share this. If I get in trouble, so what?
You can't get in trouble because it's an actually the place is in Britain.
Places, yeah. There you go.
So this is my route when I come to visit everybody in the UK. This is where I'll be stopping off.
Yeah, have you noticed where I live?
Yeah.
Broken Wind.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, wait until Panzer and Phil find out where Scott lives near.
Yeah, look where Phil lives, Hawes Wood.
I thought it was near Bitchfield. Cock Alley.
I want to move to Ireland. Yeah. By the Canal Museum, yeah, I remember that. Panzercat says there's a street in Dumfries called Dobby's Win. Didn't know Lindsay was famous. Wayne says, I wonder if they go diving in that Irish place.
I'm not going there.
And Athel says, I thought your favourite word, Sleepy Hollow, Monica. David says, my mate had stickers on his car. One Mohican Indian, his brother changed that. I'm an idiot. Bedcase says, that too, Athel? Dan says, strangely enough, they do, and they have club T-shirts, Wayne. Oh, Babycake says, muff, question mark. Oh, God. Babycake, you've really put me on the spot there now.
That's Irish. They have lots of weird place names over there in the island country.
Yeah, but Babycake is asking for an explanation.
Muff.
Chat. Just keep it clean.
It's a lovely day.
Babycake says it's on the map.
I know. And I know where the spot is.
I've been there many a time. Pazza says, just go everyone watch Carl Squirm. Kodiak says, divers search for them. Oh, God.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's a lovely day.
Does your possum have spots, Scott?
Not now.
Oh, God. Dan says the famous musician Vicky pulls things from it.
Really?
But we do have ringtail possums. Just saying.
Oh, God, my face is hurting.
My jaw.
Dictionary definition.
Fancy says, Carl, is the muff trimmed or natural? Just asking for baby cakes. Well, it depends if it's pre or 80s or not.
Laminated panzer.
That is such an old definition.
Wayne says, Sticky Vicky from Benidorm. And Baby Cake says, but what about a platypus, Scott?
Yeah, they're there. They've got a bill.
Yeah,
Yeah. Glad I don't pay it.
Oh, God, I can't. I'm shaking. Bloody hands are shaking now. Wayne said it could be worse. There may be a landing strip.
Do they get them in Brazil? Wayne? I was saying to Wayne, do you get those in Brazil?
Kodiak says definitely needs a trim if you can plait it. And says apparently Vicky was married to a chief of police. And Baby Cake says, or a cave, Wayne.
I mean yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some caves get no damp though.
Don't forget your wetsuit before you go cave diving. Dan says, but you do in Hollywood.
Oh God.
Wayne says, no wonder Vicky was sticky.
Poor Lindsay only came on to paint his ship.
And I'm just thinking of poor Dan, what's he walked into? Sweet and innocent Dan.
That's what he needs you to believe, Carl.
Kodiak says, I failed my diver's course. I've not found one in over 15 years. All right, Dan, I can't swim.
Because you're going in the wrong bars, Kodiak.
When does that go?
You need to find an all-girls version of the Blue Oyster Bar.
Oh, God.
Isn't that still the Blue Oyster Bar?
I'm sure there will be a drive worth going for. Oh, God.
Possibly the Blue Clam, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, Joshua.
Oh, no, I'm not.
No, I know. I'm just biting my tongue as well, Scott. God alive, my face hurts.
Do you know what? You know that migraine I was trying to avoid earlier on?
Yeah.
I think it's just come back as a headache because I'm laughing.
Not tonight, I got headache, yeah. Kodiak says, nothing wrong with a Blue Oyster Bar. I get to wear my favourite weekend attire. Yeah, chaps. Well, Wayne says, near my house called the Dripping Strawberry. Baby Kate says, no clam diving. That's nice. Oh, God.
They do that in Australia, don't they, Scott?
No, I just looked at Dan's comment. Is that bearded clam? Oh, God. Make sure you
open it up, you find the pearl.
Terrible, just terrible.
Where are we going with these tonight?
I don't know. I'm just glad there's only 2 minutes left. I've just seen Wayne's comment. Kodiak says, not found any of them either. I must be a crap diver.
Chinese a good wrinkle now.
If you're a crap diver, you're spending too much time in sewers. No, I'm not. No. Sarah Jane, you still there?
I've played the fifth.
6th, 7th.
I'll just keep going along with the old phrase, I'm innocent. It normally
Oh,
works.
my God. Right. Well, I'm going cameras up and I'm going to get my tea.
Is that time already?
Yeah, it is. Is it
2 hours have flew by.
It has. At last hours. Sarah Jane, bob over to mine and say hello. Go on my channel. Baby Kate's laughing, so here we go again, Joshy. Seriously, they're still here, unfortunately.
Kodiak.
Dan says, define innocent, Joshy.
I-N.
No, it says define, not spell it.
I know, I was trying to spell it so I could stall time to think of an excuse to be, innocent.
Been more interesting to redefine innocent to include clam chowder.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Pop over. Where? Right, you have to bear with me a minute. I'm just sort of. It's hard to tell whose channel you're in, babe, Sarah Jane, when you. Because I'm reading it out of StreamYard, not YouTube.
Yeah, that's how I didn't know you were in Carl, Sarah Jane, because I had to refresh my phone, restart my phone, thinking I didn't get your chat message.
I didn't know Sarah Jane had been into mine.
Yeah.
I can't go back far enough now. God.
It's all right. Wait until the video goes live and you can catch her in the live video.
Yeah, I'll do it that way. Where are we?
Yeah, I can see her.
Where? What time?
Oh, I don't know what time.
No, you don't get your time stamp on it.
No.
Okay, I'll sort it in a minute. Anyway, right, well, camera's up. Where are we? There. Oh! God. Right. God, my head hurts now.
Mine did before the stream started.
I know. God, that was a good stream. I didn't get done what I wanted to.
You didn't get anything done.
Oh, God, I played the chat, though.
I slowly got through something. It took me a while to figure it out, but I did it.
Yeah, you've been playing with your wire all night.
I have, yeah, but do you know how hard it is to try and paint all the way around a bloody piece of wire this small?
Well, Dan does.
But Dan's got delicately good hands.
Right, I'm going to say good night. Thank you, panel. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Dan. Thanks for coming in.
Cool.
And thank you, chat, for joining us. Oh, bloody hell. Pop up. Yeah, I'm going to do it again next week. I had a great laugh.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I don't know if JC's on or not. I'm not sure. But tomorrow night it's prime time, so go and watch Panzer and Dan and Sarah Jane and everybody over there. And Terry, thank you, Michelle. And Terry at 6:30. Scott, yeah.
As far as I know, yes.
Good. Right, so I'll catch you all tomorrow on Terry's at 6:30. I'm not going to hang around. I'm going to go and get me tea. So thank you all. See you later. Bye.
See you, folks.
Say bye. Say bye.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.